Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War.
And Maximus Black.
And we're bringing you another, surprisingly enough, regular game of Starcraft. I believe this is the Slag Pit, sir. And we are looking at a ZVZ. Hit me up with those names!
I can't because this is the old map. This is the old patch.
Is it really? Oh.
You just failed. Okay, we're gonna do this the old way.
I forgot.
Starting up here in the north position,
Yep.
we have Nostra.
You know what? Do the sound effect anyway for both of them.
Nostra.
Great.
Zeldrian. Zeldrian.
Close enough.
Zeldrian?
Close enough.
Okay.
Great.
Good luck. Never played this map. Okay, so it looks like Red, it's very first time on this map.
Well, if this is pre the last patch, then this was actually Slag Pits was very new, I think, at that point. So it's not surprising to see both of these players probably not have. Oh no, Zeldrian has played, Nostra has not. You know what? I'm not a big fan of Slag Pits either, and I think it's this area down here I'm not a big fan of. And I think that's the major complaint from people is the middle of the map.
Really? I don't even think it really ever gets used.
Well, it's not. No, it's not really used. It might not. Is it? Did they quickly take it out, or is it still online?
No, it's still. I have no idea, dude. Let's not talk about something we have nothing. We know nothing about.
We never do that.
Yeah. Well, let's not deliberately talk about shit we don't know about.
All right. Okay. There's the extract.
Hey, guess what? It's still on there.
Oh, my ovaries.
Is that your new thing now?
I think that's my new thing now.
Yeah.
It says sour about life, it's sour about ovaries. I don't know. Alright, so here we go. We are getting a little bit of scouting here done for Nostra. Now we actually have to remember the names. We never had to anymore because the names are at the top. Now we actually have to remember Zeldrian and Nostra. Nostra getting a little bit of scouting done. And Zeldrian also getting his done with this Overlord. He's going to get in and get a little bit of information. Down goes the spawning pool. That's probably, what, a 14 pool?
Yep.
I expect that this is probably pretty similar, and it is, in fact. He's got his gas going, so does he.
They both do. It's mirror matches right now.
It's mirror match right now. What, as a Zerg player, or as a what used to be a main Zerg player, what is this telling us right now, sir?
This is telling us that it's either they're going to go right into Fastling Roach, or they're just going to go right into Roach.
That's what I was expecting.
That's literally, usually Zerg players will get the Ling speed, but I have a feeling we're going to see a Roach Warren jump right down right after these spawning pools are finished. Reason why getting that fastest extractors is to get obviously that gas up, either for the Ling speed and or getting ready to pump some Roach out.
Now, is it necessary at, I don't know, 20 or some food, kind of like a Protoss does, if they're going to do a fairly major push with, you know, tier 1.5, whatever you want to call Roach units, to get the second geyser, or can you work it all off of one?
You can work that one geyser down until it's just nice and wide and ready for you.
Great. Great. Awesome.
Wow.
Does that look like something that you want to stick your dick in,
No,
really?
come on, dude. You just took it that far. And yes, it does. Looks nice.
I was going to say, if you didn't turn that into a joke after the friggin' story that you told in one of our other games.
And here we go. It does look like both of them are going for the Ling speed. Like I said, and look at this. The Roach Warren.
Baneling Nest.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Baneling Nest. All right.
Failure. There it is right there. Baneling Nest. Maybe Nostra is going to do Roaches, but no, he's not. Oh, he's getting his second hatchery up.
Yep.
I'm surprised we haven't seen it here yet. Nostra does have his drone there, so it is going to be a bit of a nuisance to get rid of that ahead of time.
This is very, very good for Blue. He is getting the Baneling's Nest, and that is very good because Red is getting that fast expansion, which means he is getting his Ling speed. He is going to pump up some Lings to protect out front. He's now getting his creep highway out to his natural. He is going to have that economic advantage once that. Oh, and look at this. So, you know what? Actually, I think Blue is in the lead right now. As soon as he gets a couple of Banelings out, he will be able to just run those bad boys up, get rid of most of those Lings right off the bat, and then run in with his Ling reinforcement army and really do some massive damage, if not even kill them altogether.
Yeah, is that just because he seems to have a small tech advantage with that Baneling right now? Because at this point, all we got is Lings coming out of Nostra at this point. That's all he can do. Well, so is the Baneling really? Is that the
huge
deciding?
It's huge because the only units that Red has is the Lings.
What if the first push fails? Because
it won't fail.
Okay.
It won't fail.
So this is going to do it.
And I've never seen this game before, and I can tell you right now that it won't fail because Red is doing that expansion with the Ling. And since the Baneling are now out, he is going to be able to get rid of those units and now just constantly pump in Ling reinforcements. And here we go. Boom. One Baneling just took out all of his units. Boom, boom. Now he's just doing massive damage. He's still got one Baneling in there, and there goes your queens. He is going to be able to kill off these Lings right now forcing Red now to get more Lings off the bat and not get his drones that he was going to need to get that expansion, and now all Blue needs to do is run back in with another army, which is what he's about to do right now, and do some massive damage.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people, especially at lower levels, don't take into consideration, is that when you do put on early pressure like that, if it is successful, it does totally, and you know what? Good on Nostra for turning this around and seeing if he can get a little bit of pressure right now.
Very good.
Make sure, make sure that Zeldrian...
me halfway.
Right at the borderline is where I'm gonna wait.
For you.
I'll be... now.
Something to the limit.
Something.
This is where
I'm bad
I'll
at the
stay.
Super Bowl halftime show.
Sorry about Black Eyed Peas. And here we go.
So that did, it was a good attack because it got rid of the queens, and like you were saying, like I was saying before we just ripped on the Black Eyed Peas, is that the fact that it does force the other player or makes them feel like it's necessary for them to produce units, stops the drone production, allows you to get even further ahead. Here comes a bit of a push here by Nostra.
The death.
Oh, he definitely needs to. Okay, he needs to send in one ling at a time. Don't send your queen into your death. Oh, just send one. Just one. Just one. Oh, great. Yes.
Wow, that's good.
Very good. Very good. You're gonna have to waste another queen. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, I don't know if that was so much Nostra's good play as it was Zeldrian shit in the bed, but at the same time, you know what? In that scenario, you had that many lings. Send one ling back at a time.
Yep.
It can be hard, especially if you're not really good at intensive micro.
And here we go. Applying the pressure. This is exactly what you need to do.
This is going to be a lot of great pressure, and it might actually be the game if these are spine crawlers. Yeah, if those don't go up in time, he is bringing the drones off the line. This is going to be very close. Down goes the queen. That is huge for him right now. Yep. It will allow him to get back up in terms of his economy.
Knows where to attack. He's
go.
Leaving out.
Absolutely.
He said, "Oh, look, there's 2 spine crawlers about to finish. I don't think so. I'm going to go up here and do as much damage as I can."
All of them.
Blue is going to be able to survive this attack, but he is going to take some serious economic damage, and and all it is one more huge attack from Red, and that's going to be GG.
Absolutely, that attack did that attack did exactly what it needed to for Nostra after his economy was hurt there. The last attack did exactly the same thing. I bet you if we look real quick, economy is hurting hard for Zeldrian.
Sour.
He is now getting doubled right now, which is absolutely terrible for him.
Dude is shopping at thrift stores right now, and it's never a great feeling getting that $1.99 shirt when Red is over there at friggin' Sports Check just getting that $100 jersey like a boss.
Salvation Army.
Sour about that Salvation.
Sour about Salvation Army. Nostra, on the other hand, is now, like you were saying, doing quite well. His economy booming in comparison. He does have his Roach Warren up now, and so, tech-wise, they are very similar now. Getting his second extractor up, he is in great shape, and if he wanted to at this point, he could really continue to put pressure, or he can try and get ahead with even more tech.
Red is doing the good thing. He needs to go into Roach at this point. Lings have done the damage that it needs to be done. Now the Roach is now pumping out pretty good here for Blue. Blue's still got a chance in this game. If he can micro these correctly, he has a pretty big shot. Get those Lings in on those Roach, and then get your Roach from behind to attack them. Red is in a bit of trouble here.
No, he's actually in quite a bit of trouble. If he blocks his ramp off with these 2 queens and allows that spine crawler to help him up with a backup.
Oh, come on.
Look at this. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get these into the battle.
Now. You need to go. You need
now
to run.
You go. Okay, he's got high ground with the queen. If he can block up the ramp with the queen and get the Roach from the back, you're fine. He's off the creep here. He's getting slowed down. He's going to get kited a bit here. In comes the Ling and reinforcements. Nostra is going to be perfectly fine here. I think you're going to see an immediate counter, and that could possibly be a GG after that.
It will be, because that massive Ling attack that we seen earlier definitely put a number on Blue's economy. That was like Blue's last final push. Now he's basically, in order to get back into this game, Red is going to need to give him another 2 to 3 minutes to get up the drone count and get up that army count. But look, Red is saying, I don't think so. This game is not finished yet. You just did a little bit of damage, but I'm going to come back and finish this right now with force. He is doing that, bringing down a crap ton of Roach, and hopefully he'll keep up with his micro and macro, so now he can basically continue to do a non-stop push and take this game.
Absolutely. If he needs to get back up into the space, he needs to use these spine crawlers to the best of his advantage. He doesn't have them here anymore, I believe. He moved them up here, or they were destroyed. I'm not sure. I can't remember from that last attack. But the concave here is going to be absolutely huge here for Nostra. It's going to allow him to take it. And Zeldrian is still wondering. What is he wondering?
How the F you win this? Well, you shit the bed.
Wait, did we turn off the filter? How did that manage to show up?
I don't know.
I don't remember turning off the filter, but you know what? Nice game here. This was actually a pretty solid game.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth action. At one point, I didn't know who was going to win, and actually at one point, I thought Blue was going to take the game.
Totally.
But he really didn't use those banelings the way he should have used them.
His micro killed him there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, well, for now, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this game. This has been Nova War.
And Maximus Black.
And we're LAGTV coming to you from the fine locale of Canuckville, Canada. We'll be seeing you very soon. Peace out.
Peace.